Welcome to the One Big Nation video podcast. This episode features dancer, teacher, and cultural ambassador Julia Chigamba.
Hello, welcome. Makadini Sanbonani Dumera. Hola, ¿cómo está? My name is PY and I'm with One Big Nation, and I have the pleasure of doing a one-on-one here with my sister Julia Chigamba, founder of the Chinyakare Dance Ensemble and the member ensemble as well in Zimbabwe. And we're gonna do a little one-on-one, talk about her work here and in Zimbabwe, and what her plans are next. Julia is a very busy dancer, choreographer, and director, and it's a pleasure. I've actually got to work with them before, and it's just phenomenal energy, and I'm excited to hear what's next on your agenda. So, Julia, tell me a little bit about yourself, coming from Zimbabwe and then, to the US.
Okay, thank you so much, PY and the One Big Nation. I'm so excited to talk about myself and share with One Big Nation, and I hope it's going to expand and share with the wider communities. So, I came here 1999, just visiting 6 months. A friend of mine from Portland, his name is Nathan, came to Zimbabwe, studied with my family, and music, and not much into dance, but because the music, Bira and marimbas have been in America for a long time, but the dance had never been here, Zimbabwean dance, traditional dance. So he saw how the traditional music and the dance worked together. Then he invited me to come here and say, I think in America we have Bira, we have marimba, we have songs and stuff, but we don't have dance. I think this will be a good opportunity for Americans to see the Zimbabwean dance. Would you like to go?
Before you go on into talking about your journey to America, but just a little bit about, I know there's somebody very instrumental into your, when you started dancing. I know you talk a lot about your mother.
That's right. And
how instrumental she was in getting you into this dancing, and also the rest of your family, because I know all of you do bira, you do marimba, you dance and you sing. So just talk a little bit about your parents. For those of you who don't know, Julia's father is the renowned bira maestro, Julia Chigamba, as well as a mother and her sister Irene Chigamba. They're very well-known people in the bira music circles, and just talk a little bit about them and how instrumental they were, especially your mother.
So, well, in Zimbabwe, we don't say, I learned. We watch. When you watch, that's how you learn. So, watching my mom and my father growing up playing this traditional music for other people's ceremonies, and then for them it comes back again from their fathers, from their grandparents, so the music had been passed on and on. But my father plays and my mom plays. She's a dancer and she does it all, run the house, go to the music, does it, she dances. And my father makes instrument as well, and my sister was a National Dance Company of Zimbabwe. And then that's when, even when National Dance Company stopped, Zimbabwe couldn't afford, we took all the dances. We were going to National Dance Company, being trained there. We go to school, at 12 o'clock we go home. From there we take the bus to go to Harare, we still at home. Then we're being trained there. Then when National Dance Company stopped, and then we took all the dances that we do in National Dance Company with all what we grew up with this. My mother is from Kore people, more in Bine and Bine as well, and my father as well, more Mbira and Bine and drum and stuff like that. So then we put together with other dancers from different provinces in Zimbabwe, like Mbakumba, Mande and stuff. It's not something my family, when we play, that's what we call our ancestors with. But because we were moved and attached with those other provinces, traditional dances and the music they do, and then we put it together. So, you know, everybody in my family is a dancer. Plays music, might not play to be at the level of what they call Gwenyambira,
right,
but you can play at least something. So some are more into dance, like we say in Zimbabwe, you know, each person has different spirit, and each person get moved in different ways. You can be moved in playing instrument, you can be moved in just dancing, you can be moved in just singing, but all these connect together, all one together with music, dance, and singing. And so watching my family, how they host ceremonies at the house, and how we will go in other people's houses for their ceremony. They hire my family to go and do that. Sometimes we get tired, you'll be sleeping in there.
right.
We'll be like, come on, wake up, play the horse show, play the drum, you know, do something.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just something sometimes I miss, you know, and to be in that environment. But you know, I do some of that here as well with my community, with my group and stuff. But I just like how I watched my mom and my father keeping this music and dance, and how it brings people together. People you know, people you don't know, people travel from all over the world, going and starting with my family, and me end up being here and just say, why would I want to do anything else?
Right.
You know, this is it.
And you're good at it.
Oh. And thank you. But you
And
know,
you're really good at it, yeah.
and it's just something just makes me happy, you know, to be around people and to talk to people, you know, ask me about, like you now. And you know, as growing up in this music and dance, it's hard to really see how important it is. But I've grown so much by traveling, you know, I'm here, and people, they ask me some of the things we don't talk at home because it's just like a plate of food like we eat every day. You know, we just know it's in the bones, so we don't talk much. But by people asking, you know, I learn a lot, and reminds me, you know, of how important it is to, you know, for people to come together,
Right.
you know, through music and dance, and sharing some stories. And well, I'm here. Okay, for people to get to know me, I have to share. I have to talk about who I am.
Right.
People, they ask me and they understand. We talk, and then we all get to know each other. Oh, I know Julia, but it's because of stories coming from the music and dance.
Right. You know, speak what you just said, that you know, the music, what you do, you meet different people, and you're doing it because it's in your bones and you love it. But I remember you know, it's just to add what you just said. I know we were talking about it like last night, and you know, one of the things that I admire about you is, you know, you've been doing this for a while. You know, your life stories. You know, it's really just amazing. You know, what you started off with and what you made and what you built and what you've built and where you're going. And your story is just so amazing. But one of the things that I like that I've done, that you have done, is just watch you, you know, making the story about the Zimbabwean woman, especially Zimbabwean traditional woman, you know, bringing dance, you know, the traditional aspects of our culture, or the Zimbabwean culture, the Shona people, to the West. And, you know, a lot of, you know, us, like, you know, example myself, you know, we come to the United States for different reasons, you know, like some people go to college, some people go to work, but you came for that specific thing, and you've been able to carry that torch, you know, bringing culture. Because a lot of people, especially nowadays with what's going on in Zimbabwe and the diaspora, you know, people leave the country, you know, they come to the West, they go to, say, countries even like the United Kingdom, they lose themselves, they stop living like their Zimbabwean selves, you know, they start borrowing other people's cultures, and they've lost themselves. and they don't, have anything to do. They don't have any associations with music from Zimbabwe or just the culture. Like when they watch other people doing it, it's just like an amazement. Like, oh, we've never seen it before, but they grew up around it. But one of the things that you've done is, you've kept that torch. Like a lot of people look up to you. Like you've kept that culture. Even here, like thousands of miles away from home, and it's something that I personally also admire, that you've brought that to the U.S. and I've watched you. I know you have so many people coming in out of your home. It's one of those amazing things, It's because of your spirit, like you say. Your spirit is not just the dance; it's the culture that you carry with you. I find that amazing. So tell me more about like how you've like your struggles, trying to maintain keep this torch. I know one time you did a little get together where you shared stories about your lives, and it was sort of like a performance. So tell me more about the struggles and how you're keeping this torch going.
Well, I think it's simple, but it's hard. But what I think and what keeps me moving on and not give up and not get worked out too much, that I can feel like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I think it's that as a woman, okay, we carry life, we give back. You raise the kids, or you might not have kids, but you were raised. So those are the things I think keeps me strong, and just to think that how I watched my mom it looks like she works hard, but it's simple thing which I think which kept it strong, and everybody admires, I admire him, but I think it's only that simple. I say as a woman, we carry life, you give birth, there's a lot of things you go through, and then you think of that picture, and then you see anybody you don't know, a stranger, that the love you have for your kids, and you see that person, that is the same thing, the mother gave the love to that child to be here for us to be at the table. So those are the things I care about.
For more of the best in world music and folk art, visit us at www.onebignation.com.